Hi, my name is Simon Hooper. I'm the CEO of ReMeLife, and you'll be here because you've heard about ReMeLife and you're considering whether to get involved. And we have had a lot of questions. We've got a lot happening, and we thought perhaps the best way for you to get a sense of our mission is to, well, for us to talk to camera and to introduce ourselves personally. The launch video that you'll have seen has sought to do that in a somewhat wacky way, but here I'm going to answer some questions that have, that pop up repeatedly. But first of all, a bit of an introduction. ReMeLife was born courtesy of personal experience of myself, Simon Hooper, and the co-founder Etienne Abrahams. We were involved in caring for our family and realized very early on that care wasn't using technology to its optimum capability, and with a tech background we decided to build software that would support carers and families, formal carers in businesses and care homes, and eventually with the aim of launching into care at home. And our personal experience was such that we soon found that care is very unappreciated, poorly rewarded, and a very tough sector to be in, and obviously what we built was intended to address that. Now, I personally became fascinated in the world of blockchain and Bitcoin some years back, and watched it with fascination and of course horror, with the fact that so many scams were being perpetrated, and that basically what was a very interesting and potentially significant technology was being abused effectively. It was created, as many of you will know, on the back of the 2008 recession by Satoshi Nakamoto, who believed that this technology could assist, should we say, level the playing field when it came to the social and economic structures that we live within. Personally, I've witnessed 3 recessions, a lot of financial ineptitude and political mismanagement, and so I've always been acutely aware of the need for social change, but from my perspective this should be achieved in a non-disruptive way, and in a progressive way. And since I was working in the care sector and seeing a sector that was suffering, but at the same time seeing the value in the care work being undertaken, just moving out of the hands of those who needed it into the world of Silicon Valley and the wealthy, I wondered and started to explore as to whether Bitcoin and tokens could have a beneficial effect for the care sector. So that's an overview of how we've got to where we are today. And today the timing is such that in a few weeks' time we will launch ReMeLife.com, and ReMeLife.com will provide an initial set of functionality from rooms, a chat facility, a marketplace, and importantly, when you sign up as a member, which we very much hope you'll do, you'll receive a wallet, and you'll have some tokens within it, Remy tokens, and when you introduce friends and family into your care circle, as is the nature of care, you'll receive more tokens and more again when they do likewise. The proposition being that the more care you engage in through the digital technology on the ReMeLife platform, the more tokens you earn. And those tokens will ultimately be able to be used to purchase products in Remy Market and to be sold if you so wish. So the reason I'm talking is because we've been working on this for years now, but we're at the point of the launch of phase 1. And phase 1 means the launch of the ReMeLife platform with various of its functionality, the impending launch of more functionalities such as Remy Connect Alexa and Remind Me Care, but as I say, it all starts within the next few weeks. So some of the questions that have come in revolve around key issues. This gentleman has asked why we built ReMeLife. I think I've explained it was courtesy of personal experience. My mother being cared for I think it was 12 years by my brother and myself, and watching carers have a tough time. And secondly, ReMeLife with its token element, blockchain-based token element, that came about courtesy of my personal view of some of the, shall we say, discrepancies with regard to how the social and financial world that we live in is managed. So the third question, no, it's the second question. The second question is, why is ReMeLife different from any other of the care apps out there? Well, I guess the prime difference is that it's interactive. In most cases, you buy a bit of kit or get a bit of software and then you do within it whatever you want to do, but it doesn't really engage with you. And it's always been our view that care needs to be interactive. Care needs to be a portal from one person to another, whether it's family, cross-generational, whether it's local, neighbours. It needs to be interactive, and of course the technologies of today enable that. So the difference for us, primary difference, is that ReMeLife is a care platform, a platform you return to daily to achieve the types of care engagement you want. And the other thing to say is that we're about partnerships. We bring other entities together within the platform to work with them to achieve a better impact. And question 3 is, why did we introduce blockchain? Well, again, I alluded to that earlier on, but we think it provides a remarkable opportunity for the work that one does in care, because it's not incorrect to call it work. The work that one does in care, providing care, captures within it inherent value. But that value is harvested by others, whether it's the retail purchasing we make and then the recommendations we make to others. That has huge value. Whether it's the data that we generate through engaging with others using digital technology such as Zoom, that value goes to others. And there are many revenue streams for these large organisations that they derive courtesy of our work efforts. And it's our view that very little of it comes back, if any, comes back to those who need it most. So the purpose of blockchain and tokens is to find ways, create ways to liberate that value so that it comes back to our members. There's obviously a lot more on ReMeLife.io about this, but we consider ReMeLife to be a social impact business that is seeking to bring benefits to our members. And it's important to say that it's in a passive way. There's no costs, there's no overheads, no requirements, no sales. It's just a case of your work, your care work, and perhaps work is the wrong word, because there's benefits and pleasure in care, but it is still time and effort. That work is captured, and as I say, the value stored and made available to you. So I hope that gives you a bit of an overview of where we are, and just to re-emphasize, we're launching in a few weeks' time. If you've got questions, do come to us, but there is a lot of information on ReMeLife.com and ReMeLife.io. I'll be doing these videos regularly and picking various questions that come in and answer them, and introducing some more of our team members as well. But I hope you'll join us. It's going to be a very interesting few months, and thank you. Look forward to talking soon.